Today, I want to talk about a topic that is often hidden, often joked about, and often misunderstood: porn addiction. It is not discussed openly, not because it is rare, but because it is uncomfortable. Yet, silence does not solve problems, awareness does. Porn addiction is not about morality alone, it is about the mind, the brain, and behavior. In today's digital world, access is instant: a phone, an internet connection, privacy. What once required effort now requires only a few seconds. For many people, exposure begins early out of curiosity, peer influence, or simple accident. At first, it may seem harmless, just watching, just once, I can stop anytime. But addiction does not begin loudly, it begins quietly. Over time, the brain starts seeking more stimulation. What was once occasional becomes frequent. What was once a choice becomes a habit and then a dependency. Porn addiction affects the brain's reward system. It trains the mind to seek instant pleasure without effort, without connection, without patience. And slowly, real life begins to feel dull. Concentration reduces, motivation drops, confidence weakens. Many people feel shame yet continue the behavior. This creates a dangerous cycle: stress, temptation, temporary relief, guilt, and then repetition. Porn addiction does not only affect individuals, it affects relationships. It creates unrealistic expectations, it reduces emotional connection, it replaces intimacy with isolation. People begin to withdraw, they feel disconnected from others and from themselves. For students and young people, the impact can be serious. It affects focus in studies, sleep patterns, self discipline, mental health. Time that could build skills, dreams, and purpose is slowly drained. And yet, many struggle alone. They believe, I am weak, I am the only one, I cannot change. That is not true. Porn addiction is not a sign of failure, it is a sign that the brain has been overstimulated and needs healing. Recovery begins with honesty: honesty with yourself, acknowledging the problem without self hate. Same keeps people trapped. Understanding sets people free. The goal is not perfection, the goal is progress. Breaking addiction requires awareness, discipline, support, and patience. It requires replacing the habit, not just resisting it. Healthy habits like exercise, reading, learning skills, meditation, spiritual practice, real social connection. It requires reducing triggers, limiting screen time, avoiding isolation, creating structure in daily life. Most importantly, it requires remembering your purpose. Your mind is powerful, your energy is valuable, your future deserves protection. Instant pleasures offers nothing lasting. Self control builds everything. True confidence does not come from secret habits, it comes from self respect, and self respect grows when you keep promises to yourself. If you are struggling today, know this: you are not alone, you are not broken, and you are not beyond help. Change is possible, the brain can heal, habits can be replaced, but change begins the moment you decide your life is worth more than temporary pleasure. And to those who are not struggling, do not judge, support, educate, encourage. Because addiction survives in secrecy and dies in awareness. Let us create a culture where discipline is respected, where self control is strength, and where help is available without shame. Your time is limited, your focus is precious, your potential is enormous. Protect your mind, respect your body, choose growth over impulse, because the strongest person is not the one who never feels temptation, but the one who learns to master it. Thank you.